Hey everyone, it's DJ Serena, and I'm back with another album review. This time it's for one of the most anticipated albums of the entire year, Finally Over It by Summer Walker. I don't even know how long we've all been waiting for this album, but I know it's been years. But it's finally here, and she's finally over it. I, for one, was so excited to listen to this album. It's the last in her trilogy, and let me just tell you, it did not disappoint. I definitely feel like the timing of this last album was very intentional. I feel like she wanted to release this album when it was actually true, when she was actually over it, when she was healed. And unfortunately, growing from a bad relationship and healing from that trauma, it really does take time. It's not something that can be done, um, you know, in a year, in a few months, just to put out an album. Like, it takes real personal, true growth. And I really feel like she wanted everything she was saying to be true in this album before she released it. Honestly, I'm glad that she waited because it turned out to be a gem, just an absolute gem. Straight out from the point when she released the track list and the list of artists who contributed, I knew that this album was going to be amazing, and I was honestly shocked at how many people she got involved. If you go back and look at the list that she posted, there's so many artists that were involved in this album. It's way more than even the artists that were featured. So I would definitely recommend taking a look at that. I honestly am so confused about how some of them played a role, because obviously we didn't hear all of them as vocalists throughout the album, that's clear. But yeah, I would be excited to learn a little bit more about how everybody came together on this album. But either way, it was just such a piece of work, in my opinion. And I feel like it made the album so diverse and so special by having that many contributors. So yeah, shout out to you, Summer. I'm really embodying community with this album, I'd say. But yeah, overall, the album is so solid, and it's so full. It's just hit after hit after hit. Yeah, and I want to go through and just tell you guys about some of my favorite songs on the album, and about the ones that I loved. So let's get into it. So after just the first listen, I already knew some of the songs that were going to be my favorites. Straight off the bat, the song No. Absolutely love that song. The song 1-800 Heartbreak and the song Baller. These songs, I just straight off the bat, first listen, honestly, like few seconds in, and I knew this was gonna be it. But starting off with the song No, this song is a sample of Beyonce, yes. And so of course the song is gonna be my fave. I love that song by Beyonce. And this is honestly just like such a good rendition of it. And I also love this song just because of the message. I feel like sometimes we all need a reminder to stand up for ourselves, that we can't just, you know, give in to the desires of the world. We have to stand up for ourselves and what we want and what we desire. And I kind of love that she does that in this song. And also, it's one of her kind of like breakup-esque songs. Not even breakup necessarily, but just kind of like, tell 'em songs. And I love those songs. She brings such an energy to them, and she brings it with the song. She brings it with No, and it's perfect. So one of my like top songs of the album definitely has to be No. Then I would say next, one of my faves was the song 1-800 Heartbreak. Her vocals on that song are literally perfect, and I love how the song it really comes together at the point when she meets the chorus, and she starts belting, and it's so beautiful, and I love it. I love it. The feature was waffle. I hated every part of that, but it's fine. I don't know what you were thinking, girl, but we're gonna talk about that a little later. But yeah. Thank God for the solo version. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God for the solo version. That saved me because, yeah, no, the feature was not it. But on that note, a feature that was so good, is the song Baller. This is featuring Mona Leo, Glorilla, and Sexy Red. In all honesty, because we're gonna be honest here, and 100% honesty, when this song was released, I was a little bit sad, just because like I had seen that all those artists were gonna be involved in the album. Those are some of my faves, and I was kind of hoping they were all gonna get their own song. We were gonna get a Mona Lisa feature, a Sexy Red feature, a Glorilla feature. So when I voted them all together, there was a second where I was a little bummed, but the song is absolutely amazing. It's so good. It's so upbeat. It's so fun, and I absolutely love it. It's really, really catchy too. Always sticks in my head. And of course, an intro from Nene Leakes. Like, that's just iconic. That is iconic. Summer Walker did it again. So yeah, that song, yeah, is one of my absolute faves as well. And another one, okay, this is one that it wasn't even first listen that I started liking it. It was probably like, well, I liked it, but it was probably second, third listen that I was like, yes, I realized the song for what it is. The song Stitch Me Up. I am totally obsessed with this song now. I listen to it all the time. I don't know, but just something about this song, it gets me. It really gets me. I cannot help but vibe out to it every time that it plays. I feel like in this song especially, she remains so true to her iconic style and like to what we all know and love when we think about Summer Walker. But she also switches it up a little bit. She also gives us something new and fresh, and something that fits with the theme of the album. And it's just, yeah, it's so good. This one is one of my absolute faves. I can hear it in my head right now, and I'm already swaying. Like, I just can't. But continuing on, the song Don't Make Me Do It, Tempted. This song is another one that has literally entered my daily vocabulary. I'm someone who loves to use songs and reference songs in my daily life, and so her making a song called Don't Make Me Do It, yeah, don't say no more. This has been I've been quoting this song every single day when something comes up that I don't want to do. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen this on TikTok yet. I feel like this would be totally one to blow up. But yeah, again, it's such a vibey song. It's silly and funny to me, and I feel like that's why I love it. And it's just so classic R&B of her to like switch it up for the second half of the song. Because R&B artists love to do that. And that's one of my favorite things about Summer Walker. She really embodies like R&B, both like OG R&B and contemporary. So yeah, and she does that so well on this album. Speaking of a song where she does it amazing, the song Go Girl. This song was honestly a surprise to me when I first listened to it because it has two female rappers, but it's a lot slower than you would imagine. It didn't really grab me after my first listen. I was kind of like, oh, okay. I think maybe I was a little shocked, just by the tempo, that it wasn't necessarily my fave. But after a few listens, yeah, I'm in now. For sure, for sure. I've definitely seen a lot of people talking about the song online. And so, regardless of whether the talk has been positive or negative, that means that the song is popular. And, um, yeah, so I'm in. I get why. I see it. I'm with y'all now. Yeah. So that's one is definitely, it took a sec to grow on me, but yeah, I love it. And the next song that I want to talk about, honestly, I feel like kind of gives similar vibes. The song House Way. This song is, again, one of my absolute faves. I can't say I loved it from the start, but I don't know, the more and more that I listened to it, the more I just became obsessed. And then similar to Stitch Me Up, like this is one of the songs like I'm going to be playing. If I'm going to them, like I'm gonna be playing this song. This it's so short, it's so sweet. It's just like it's perfect to me. I don't know what it is about it. Um, yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm singing it in my head. It's too good. I genuinely love the song. Yeah. But we do need to talk about the future because I know that Taylor's controversial for, being anti black, and kind of, appropriating black culture in ways. So I have no clue why Summer Walker collabed with her. Which honestly, I feel like you're hearing me say that a lot. I have no clue why she did this. And that's the one thing that I will say about this album. There are some of Summer Walker's artistic choices that I don't agree with. But that's okay. They're not mine to make. I'm not the artist, and I can appreciate them for what it is. And I do still really appreciate her for putting on this song because it's amazing. And also, I swear Sailor's only in it for the last 20 seconds. So, regardless of the controversy, I still listen to it anyway, and it eats down with me. Yeah, go listen to Houseway, y'all. But yeah, now I want to get into talking about some songs in the album that were, in my opinion, mid. Not flops, definitely not flops, so nowhere near flops. I listen to these songs and enjoy them, but, could have been better. Definitely weren't they didn't stand out to me. And these songs are the songs Get Your Boy, Robbed You, and there's another one. It's a Bryson Tiller feature, and I cannot remember the name for some reason. So sorry about that. But these songs, I don't know, they're all good. Like I definitely enjoy them. If you put them on, I'm not gonna say no. I'm definitely gonna sing along. I'm definitely gonna enjoy them. But they didn't hit, for me like they could have, because Summer Walker, I know she has the ability to make every song hit, and these ones, I don't know, they just felt a little bit flat. The song Robbed You, I know that song was really, really hyped up, and I don't want to be a complete hater, but I don't know, it just wasn't really my favorite. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. So do not come for me. And I even like Mariah the Scientist. Like, I'm not even a Mariah the Scientist hater. I don't know. It just needed maybe a little more oomph. A little more oomph, a little something. I just didn't have it. But that's okay. But yeah. Now, we're going to get into the tea. I wasn't sure if I should do this, to be honest, but you know what? We're going to do it. Like I said, we have to be true here. Let's talk about some of my not so favorite parts of the album. Most of these are honestly her feature choices, to be honest. So if there were no features, this section would probably be null and void. But either way, let's get into it. Okay, first, the Anderson .Paak feature on 1-800-Heartbreak. I said, we're going to get back into this. We're getting back into it. I feel like it completely ruins the song. I feel like his part is such a different vibe from the rest of the song. It feels so off. Other than that, the song is literally one of the best. But then at the end, I just feel like his verse, it comes off so creepy. It comes off so weird. I don't think that it matches the rest of the song. And honestly, the fact that she put it the solo version, I feel like she knew that. She recognized that. She saw that too. She felt it. And she was like, no. And we were like, yeah, no. So thank you for that, Summer. And sorry, Anderson .Paak. I don't know. I don't think that he's bad. There's some songs that I like him, but he missed the mark on that one. That's all I'm gonna say. Next is, yeah. If you know me, you probably know what's coming. This is a song that literally burns me to my core. I hate to the core that there's a Chris Brown feature on this album. It makes sense why there is, because I know she went on tour with him, so no, everyone's probably gonna, she went on tour on the issue. I know, and I expected it, but I just hate it. I hate it. Please, girl, please. I wish that we could all move past supporting and endorsing an abuser, but apparently that's not gonna happen. But at least the black women in Hollywood and in the music industry, please, everyone, I'm begging you. Summer Walker's too good, so obviously I'm not going to cancel her or stop listening to her for this, but please, girl, please get it together. Please. Yeah, I just wish we could stop. Yeah. And then the last songs were Situationship and FMT. These songs, honestly, I probably should have talked about these before the features, because I definitely like them more than those two features I just mentioned, but it's whatever. We don't have to go in order. We don't have to go in order here. These songs, they just didn't really hit for me, and these are the ones that I always end up skipping whenever I listen to the album. So I'm sorry to y'all. If these are your favorites, please don't, obviously still enjoy them. Love your faves. In my defense, I recently have really just been kind of trying to stay away from like slow songs, sad music, anything that could potentially, get me feeling down. And these songs, I feel like they are a little bit get you down, and that's just not the headspace I need to be in right now. So I've been trying to stay away from those songs. So I feel like maybe that's just me. But again, like, they're not even bad songs, just not my fave. But yeah. With that being said, though, I overall feel like the album is so good. I definitely know that we rated it on our site on the beat drop. I do not remember exactly what, but now that it's been a few weeks, now that I've had time to let everything simmer, I definitely have to give this like probably 9 out of 10, 8.5, 9 out of 10 album. Really, really good overall, almost no skips. I love how the album embodies contemporary R&B to me. Like, it's the perfect mixture of R&B vocalists, but still using like just hip-hop beats, and still using more like contemporary ways of mixing the songs, and I just think it's a perfect blend of all of it. I love how the album has variety, but it stays consistent throughout. She stays true to who she is and to her style of music, And that's one thing that I feel like throughout her career, she definitely deserves props for. And I mean, obviously artistic growth and everything, but there's one thing for just being good at your craft. And I feel like she's reached that. I feel like throughout the album, she really just expresses, and honestly, throughout her career, she expresses her feelings about love, and relationships in a way that I feel like is just so vulnerable and honest. It's sad and funny and silly, and heartwarming and heartbreaking, and all at once. And it's just everything, and it's so real. And that is one thing that I feel like really just has really takes this album to the next level and just makes it so much better is that it's that realness, and it's her power, as an artist to put herself into her music. So yeah, overall, I love this album. There's not a single song that I would hate to listen to, so that's a win for me. I can't believe that the trilogy is finally over. I can't believe that we are done with Over It and Summer Walker. Like, that is insane. But I know she'll probably be putting out more in the future. And I can't wait. And in the meantime, I think that this calls for a listening party of the trilogy of all three albums. So you know what? I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that one day. Y'all need to do it too, because just thinking back on this album, and all my favorite songs and how much they relate to other parts of her career and other songs of hers, I feel like listening to it all in one it would tell such a story, and it would be such an insight into her as an artist. So I invite y'all to join me on that. That's our mission, is to do a trilogy listening party for these albums. But yes, anyways, thank y'all for listening to my Summer Walker album review about Finally Over It. We're finally done with the album review. Make sure to check out our website, Blazing Beat Radio. I'll post this will probably be on my site, so y'all will see it. And make sure you check out the Beat Drop to see all of our other new music releases and everything that we put out. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I will see y'all for the next album release. Bye.